So, Holly, are you ready for the big reveal today?
I am ready.
We're at 115 Pequot Lane.
Yes.
And you're gonna take the first tour.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to it.
I'll let you go in first.
Oh, wow. This is out of control. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. Goodness, look at the dining room. This was pulled together perfectly. Into the desert room, which is awesome. Wow.
What's your favorite part in here, Holly?
I love the chairs. I just love how it really merges. This was a really difficult room. I was like, I have no idea how we're gonna stage this. This is perfection. I guess if we go this way, I'm dying to see the office. So the floating office, Jack's original office. So Jack Paar wrote this book at this desk, and he talks about sitting on his typewriter, overlooking the grounds and having a beautiful view of his loft area here. He talks about in his book all the wonderful people that he's interviewed and met and who have joined him here for plenty of parties at the house.
So, Holly, this property has like some history behind it.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, it's super fun. So it was built in 1973 for Jack Paar. It was his custom build. As you can see, it has a lot of the original details of the house. Jack was a broadcaster. He was the Tonight Show host before Johnny Carson. He was an actor, a writer, a producer. So he had a really amazing life. He was eccentric and witty. He had lots of parties here, lots of great guests, had wonderful interviews that sort of carried into his sort of daily life. He loved living in New Canaan. It was his private weekend house, and he loved having the tennis and the pool and the spa and the cabana and everything sort of inclusive, so that when he did leave the city, he was perfectly content here. You just get a really fun vibe, and you also have sort of a retreat vibe. And then you're 7 minutes into downtown New Canaan, so it's easy to go get dinner and have a drink and then sweep out to your nice little oasis.
What an awesome story that is. You can really almost feel his presence here.
Totally.
When we are here in the property. Yeah. So anybody who hasn't seen this property,
yes,
they need to come out and
Very good. This is great styling. Definitely was a little challenge with the 1970s jacuzzi. Beautiful, pulling it together with the spa-like feels. Thank you for that. That looks great.
And I love that lighting fixture though.
That is phenomenal. 1973, and it's original.
So Holly, do you have any recommendations to somebody who owns an older house that's not a new construction?
Well, I can tell you, I'm an agent, right? So I've seen a lot of houses. I've seen a lot of staging. I've seen a lot of decorated homes that are beautiful. I didn't even realize the value in it until I saw it staged. So it's really interesting to see a before and after. You know, you think you can sell a house that's sort of empty or has minimal furnishings, but when you start layering in the design, you finally feel like, wow, I can actually live here. So for me, you made me a believer, because who wants to spend the money, right? They're like, oh, I'll save it here, or I won't spend it or whatever. But this is so important to do. And I know everybody hears that, but when you see it, seeing is believing. So this is definitely a retreat now. This looks awesome. Amazing work. I love how it feels very California with the access to the spa and pool behind it. And you definitely, with the furnishings, pulled that off. This is a great space. Okay, Birgit, I don't know how you pulled off this room. This was going to be a really challenge. This looks fabulous.
It was definitely a little challenging with the round bench that we have here.
Right.
Because we didn't want to bring in another coffee table, but we thought of this solution and it turned out really great. And it is fabulous because we really, like, you come from the master and you're going to relax here.
Right, exactly. Birgit, when I called you and I had you come out, were you like a little nervous? Like, oh my God, what am I getting into here? Like, how did you feel about the project? Because again, this was not a cookie cutter project.
The project, I think, was super exciting to me. When I walked in for the first time, I had immediately like this feeling. And I usually get this with almost all projects that we are doing. I have a certain feeling and I know exactly which direction to take it. And then you shared all the history and the story behind the property. It got me so super fired up that I really said, I know exactly what I want to do here and exactly what the house needs and what home buyers will love to see when they walk in here.
Right.
Incorporating back that lifestyle in a modernized way that was back then intended by Jack Paar.
Yes, well, you definitely hit the nail on the head with it.
So Holly, would you recommend us to your clients in the future?
Yes, I would recommend you. I think BA Staging Interiors did a phenomenal job. I'm definitely a believer now. The process was easy. Your design eye is keen. So that's really important because not every property is cookie cutter. So you can't have like that cookie cutter approach. So having that sort of personal touch makes a big difference. And the process was easy. So 100% highly recommend you.
This was such a fun project for us as well. And it was such a pleasure working together with you. You're exceptional, and I love your enthusiasm and how you present this property to others and to your clients.
Thank you.
It is just amazing. You're an amazing person,
and
thanks. Definitely recommend you.
Thank you. Likewise.
To anybody as well.
Thank you.